the whole thought of any kind of transparency in that market was so vigorously opposed by the Congress that the chances of doing it were virtually nil. And I've learned throughout my career in running a brokerage firm and running a stock exchange and then running a government regulatory agency, the change in America is most often a function of crisis rather than careful planning. The powers arrayed against investor interests were awesome. The amount of money being spent by business groups and special interests, the accounting industry, the swaps industry, the derivatives people, the legal fraternity, and I haven't touched on a battery of issues such as litigation reform and protecting the accountants against capping litigation for them, just over and over and over again, dealing with the Congress until a point such as Enron hits, or until we have a market meltdown such as we're experiencing today, where the very members of Congress who frustrated investor protections sound like latter-day Elmer Gantry's calling for regulations that are so extreme and so costly and so punitive that they make no sense at all. I am personally appalled at the polarization of America at a time we desperately need moving together rather than pulling apart. To see the key members of Congress, such as Gary Ackerman and others, threaten one of the only independent entities in government, the FASB, calling upon them to come up with a new standard within 3 weeks and threatening to do it themselves if the FASB doesn't do it, I find government at its worst.